Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. You are on the home slightly above average ship review. Average player me, slightly above average ship review. You're watching it right now. All right, we got even more average. If you listen in the background, you may hear the effect noises from the game. Yes, after being embarrassed and shamed, I am now providing game audio in my videos. Really, the impetus of this, I talked about it in the Low Yang video. Submitted a community replay to Spartan. He was like, hey, there are no sound effects. He made the sound effects himself. Oh my gosh. So I was embarrassed by that. Although it was very funny when he was doing it. Um, so yeah, we now have game sound for the new videos. Some of the ones I already recorded prior to this and already uploaded them to YouTube for replay. Um, will not have the audio. So hopefully going forward, anything recorded after December 1st should have game audio. All right. So hopefully, not in all cases.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
All right. So you can see here, we're on this map. Is this the Atlantic or Greece? I can't remember. All right. We're headed towards Delta. I had another Yudachi game that was about 180k damage, but it was not going to be good enough
All
for you, my
stations
loyal
requesting
viewers.
fire on the
All
designated
right,
target.
so we launched a couple sets of torpedoes, hit our reload booster,
Concentrate
and
fire
launched
on the
one
target.
set at the
All stations
Akatsuki
protect
that
that
was kind of
fire.
hanging around near Bravo. There he is right there. Ran into an island as I'm wont to
All
do.
stations reporting the position of a
And
strategic
I'm just
target.
going to get back out here. It appears a majority of the enemy team ended up between Bravo and Delta. So I really want to take advantage of that while I can. I firmly maintain the best time to use this
Attention,
torpedo reload
report that
booster
target.
in the ships that have it is at the beginning of the match when most of these ships are broadside and you can maybe catch them. Like we caught both King Georges with torpedoes there. Um, maybe, maybe we caught two of them. I don't know. All right, so I'm trying to avoid going into Delta right now to give away my position while there's still torpedoes in the water.
All
Gneisenau
stations concentrate fire on the
is
target.
going to take just one. He is momentarily flooding, and I think he's going to damage Comet, and he did. All right, the rest of the ships are going to dodge the rest of those
Hit
torpedoes.
rate. I
So I have
need your
one
ship.
left.
All
I'm going to
stations
launch again
requesting
at the
position of a
Gneisenau.
strategic
This is
target.
going to be a repetitive story of this match. Launching at the Gneisenau. Yeah. All right. So those torpedoes are on their way. We are chilling out in Delta, trying to cap that out. And I'm trying to think. I'm not sure I even remember what I called this video right here. Let me look it up. Dutch. Oh, all right. Yes. All right. So I've got the title in my brain now. All right. So those torpedoes missed the Eisenhower. And so we're going to launch again. Just go around the island. I mean, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm sure that is a famous statement by someone. So we are going to continue to try to kill the Gneisenau. So far, we are 1 for 12, or 1 for 10? 1 for 10 on torpedoes against Gneisenau. All right, King George getting a little too close for comfort. Gneisenau,
All
torpedoes
stations
in the water,
concentrate fire on the
headed
target.
his way. This King George looks like he will be in range after he passes the island. So I found a more suitable target. That is the Colorado. The Colorado is doing a smart play in terms of headed towards this cap. So he's forcing me out of my
Engine
comfort zone
boost
by doing that.
activated.
We do launch at him as well, ahead of his projected turn, presuming he will keep turning and turn in to the path of the torpedoes. And it looks like he is going to get caught with a couple of them. right there. 1 and 2. All right, so he
I need intelligence data.
appears to have damaged Khan, so I'm going to launch one more time at him and then return my focus to the Gneisenau, who I am still trying to kill. So right now, out of 15 torpedoes shot at the Gneisenau, I think we've hit him with
The
one.
enemy team has taken the lead.
So, uh, hoping for a little bit more success when we get a reload. Just checking on the Colorado. He appears to be continuing his movement away. So I'm going to grind to a halt here in the cap and kind of project where I think the Gneisenau is going to go. We get a couple more torpedo strikes on the Colorado in the background. We are spotted, so I hit my smoke screen and launch that last salvo at the Gneisenau. Now I'm not sure where I'm spotted from at the moment, but then I realize, oh hey, as the Colorado dies, there's a destroyer right here, the Akatsuki, and Yudachi is not a gunboat, but it does have 5 gun barrels. It does have that excellent Japanese AG. The Akatsuki was already sort of damaged, so we are going to finish him off for kill number 2, and we already unlocked the high caliber metal. All right, let's look back at Charlie. Gneisenau managed to turn around all the way inside my torpedo arc. That was pretty amazing, but not amazing as me taking his last 100 hit points away with that torpedo for kill number 3. Please take a moment as I back up into my smoke screen and realize I can't shoot this King George because the island is there to look at the scoreboard. The enemy team has only lost 3 ships, and I have killed all of them. All right, so King George, and I apologize if your video is choppy. Mine is choppy, and I don't know why. Maybe the internet was not the greatest when I recorded this. Sometimes in the late afternoon, my internet is kind of choppy. So we're kind of waiting till it gets clear of the island, launch one set of torpedoes, and then we'll launch another inside in case he decides to turn around the island towards me, which it looks like he is wanting to do. He spots me. We are backing up. His guns aren't even pointed in the right direction, folks. Like taking candy from a baby. Devastating strike, kill number 4. So, resetting the game, we have myself and a battleship left. They have 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, and the other King George. I think this is the guy I hit with a torpedo at the beginning of the game. Maybe 2 torpedoes. Yes, and we have accounted for all 4 kills of the enemy red team. All right, so this King George, way out of range. We're trying to maneuver to get him back into range. And I really don't, that we have 2 base caps and they have 2 base caps. Very deceiving because they have a huge lead in points and they have a huge lead in the number of ships left on the board. All right, just trying to get this King George to torpedo range. We are turning to torp, and then another ship pops up on the far left-hand side of the screen. So I'm going to scope that out as a New Orleans. I will launch at him. Looks like the King George is out of my torpedo range. Considered launching again at the New Orleans, but instead I look again. King George maneuvering back into torpedo range, so I will launch at him as well. Now I'm planning to go into Bravo here, and all of a sudden I'm lit up, and this is sonar, and we are spotted by the Friesland. And despite having 5 gun barrels, watch how quickly I get melted by this Friesland. And then the King George super splashes me with a big salvo of HE and finishes me off. We are in torpedo cam, following torpedoes towards their target. I know you're not going to believe me, but torpedo cam was a big hit during WW2. At least that's what the kids tell me. All right, we are going to catch the King George with just 1 torpedo, and we're going to clip to the end of the match here. in just 1 second.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
The battle's going to end a lot sooner than that, Mr. Announcer. All right, so I swear we're going to clip here to the end of the match. I swear we are. Oh, no, we're wait. Sorry, that's in a minute. All right, that's embarrassing. Okay, so we are watching the King George bleed out. He is getting damaged by this teammate of mine who's actually chipping in, so I appreciate him doing that. I want to say right here he's going to get smashed with a really nice salvo. And I wanted to say there was a chunk right there, big chunk, but he floods out and we get the Kraken
Enemy
unleashed,
battleship
and
destroyed.
it's just a flesh wound. All right, so now we're going to clip. Here's the defeat screen. Kraken Unleashed medal, high caliber medal, devastating strike medal. It's just a flesh wound medal. 177,270 total damage, 12 torpedo strikes, 5 big kills, 1 solo base cap. Over 700,000 silver, over 7,000 ship XP, over 13,000 commander XP. In a loss, I would have loved to seen this screen if we had won that match. I just don't think it was possible. Hey, folks, isn't this the real solo warrior? When you're the only guy on your team to kill anybody on the enemy team, and you get a Kraken doing so. 2073 base XP, 5 big kills. We're the best ship on both teams, you know? But I wish my teammates would have done more to help me out. All right, here in the port, take a look at the upgrades for the Yudachi aiming system, propulsion mod, concealment system. I wouldn't use anything other than what you're seeing here on the screen, and torpedo launcher mod 3. There's this F2 torpedo upgrade. I did equip it once upon a time. As you can see, you do about 420 points more damage. Your torpedoes are 9 knots faster, but you lose 3 kilometers of range. And at the end of the day, especially since they nerfed concealment, isn't worth it for me to run this anymore. And if we had ran it, we would have had the game we just had, albeit in a loss. All right, loadout wise, 2 charges of the smoke generator, 2 charges of the engine boost, and the 1 torpedo reload booster. You know, this is the one ship with a torpedo reload booster I don't recommend the base commander on. Epic Ship XP Booster, Epic Commander XP Booster, Epic Global XP Booster, Epic Credit Booster, and the Rare Battle Booster for speed and reload reduction. Got that Type 9 permanent camo on the Marine Day 21 flag. 11,880 hit points with our build. Got the 1 single and the 2 twin 127s, 10.7 kilometer firing range, 7.5 second reload, not a gunboat, 15-second turn time, 2150 HE shell damage with a 9% fire chance. AP shells do 2200 damage. Torpedoes here in a minute. I don't know why I'm pausing there. 2 quad launchers, so sorry, my torpedo numbers there were all messed up in the game. 73-second reload. They do 21,963 total damage or max damage. 10-kilometer range, 71 knots, 1,700 meter detectability. AA defense, Yudachi, like most Japanese destroyers, doesn't have any to speak of. 38.2 knots with the speed boost flag, 570 meter turning circle, 2.3 second rudder shift time, and concealment. 4.7 kilometers on the surface, 2.6 from the air, 2.4 when firing in smoke. Pre concealment nerf, that value on the surface was 4.5. All right, here's our commander, Reizo Tanaka. It's the same build we've been using in Tanaka for all of the ship reviews that I've done in the last month, I believe, or at least the last couple of them. So that's how I'd run it. Yudachi's a great ship. Maybe it'll be back in the steel shop someday. Thanks for watching.